Hey, what's going on guys, it's your boy Gaming Foe here. Today I want to go over my top 50 NBA players of 2020 series. In the previous video I ranked players 50 through 35. I'll leave a link for that video in the description, so make sure to go check that out. For today's video I'll be going over my 34 through 25 player ranking. My first player is probably the most controversial. DAngelo Russell comes in at 34 for this season. Russell's a difficult player to judge because while his stats are pretty similar to last year's, his actual winning impact is unclear. Russell definitely took a step back on defense this year. The likely cause for this is playing on really bad teams throughout the season, which has had a negative effect on his motor. While Russell has taken leaps on offense in recent years, I would like to see him become a more consistent shooter and finisher. Next on my list is Atlanta Hawks big man John Collins. Collins has progressed offensively every single year since entering the league, and his pairing with Trae Young has surely helped his value. Collins has also been a very valuable floor spacer, who has improved his three-point shot significantly in his third season. Collins does struggle on the defensive end quite a lot. He's not big enough to guard centers, but also too slow to guard quick forwards. Coming in at 32, I have Lou Williams. Lou Williams has continued his impressive streak of great bench scoring. He's a capable playmaker that has benefited from playing with an energetic big man in Montrezl Harrell. The only thing that Williams is deficient in is defense. His relatively short height makes him a clear negative on the defensive end. At 31, I have the second Grizzlies player to make the list. Jaren Jackson Jr. is an elite 6'11" shooter and defender that has made big leaps in his second season. He's one of the most unique big men in the league, capable of coming off screens like Steph Curry and launching like he's Klay Thompson. His long arms allow him to guard taller players too, and he should develop into a strong post defender. Jackson's main weakness is a tendency to foul. Too often he loses control of his body when contesting shots, and this has resulted in one of the highest foul rates in the league. Next up is Jrue Holiday from the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday is an elite defensive player who is also more than capable of distributing the ball. Holiday has seen a little regression from previous years, but this is most likely due to his role in the team. Despite his diminished play, I still see Jrue Holiday as the 30th best player in the 2020. At 29, I have CJ McCollum of the Portland Trail Blazers. McCollum was once again an elite scorer of the basketball, most notably in the mid-range. McCollum is still a liability on defense, and while he has become better in that area, still isn't capable of guarding good scorers. While McCollum's numbers have stayed largely the same, the Blazers have struggled, and it has to be taken into consideration. Future Rookie of the Year, Ja Morant is the 28th player on the list. Morant has had an outstanding rookie campaign, putting his scoring and playmaking skills on full display. Morant's success has reflected itself on the Grizzlies, with the team sitting firmly in the playoffs. Morant's biggest deficiency is his defense. His lightweight prevents him from being any sort of paint presence, and his low motor on that end of the floor brings his value down. Nonetheless, Morant is having one of the greatest rookie seasons ever, and will be cracking the top 10 within a couple of years. At 27, I have the first-time All-Star Brandon Ingram. In my opinion, Ingram has become overrated this season and doesn't deserve the All-Star title. Regardless of how high you value Ingram, his improvements on offense, especially his efficiency, have allowed him to become one of the better offensive players this season. He's still not a great defensive player, but has made sufficient improvements on that end as well. Next up is Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz. I was very tentative to put Gobert this high due to his clear limitations on offense and perimeter defense. I ended up having him right outside the All-Star range. Gobert's biggest asset is his interior defense, which has clearly elevated the Jazz as a team. Final player of today's video is Zach LaVine. Similarly to Rudy Gobert, I wasn't sure that LaVine deserves to be this high on the list. I ended up putting him at the 25th spot because of his strong scoring ability. LaVine is a strong negative on defense, and this lowered his impact overall. He's not a great playmaker and sometimes causes the Chicago offense to stagnate. That concludes today's video. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed it. I'll be putting out the next part shortly. And sorry for the poor mic quality today.